Okay, I think we're rolling. Hi, oh, this is Lorraine Pursell. Thank you for joining me this morning. We're going to be talking this morning about how being in nature absolutely heals your nervous system. And as you jump on, would you please like and comment so that you can get this feed and other people can find it? Um, so I just have so much to share with you this morning. And we're going to be going into healing your nervous system. We're going to be going into healing your adrenals and relaxing your body from all the stress. I mean, I was thinking this morning when I was waking up how I believe all of us are in some post-traumatic stress. Whether anything traumatic happened to you ever or not, just being a human in the 21st century is traumatic. Traumatic to our nervous system, traumatic to our adrenals. We are in overload. We are so inundated with this and that and this and that. We don't have time to assimilate. And because we're so much on the go, we don't take time to assimilate because we don't think we have the time to do that. And that's the reset that happened to me when I was alone in nature for 3 nights. Really just 3 days because I arrived about 7 p.m. the first day. And just what that time away from it all did for me, and in being in almost silence. My good friend D. James sent me a Marco Polo, so I sent her a video back. That was the only words I said that day. The next day I talked to the people up at the kiosk at the campsite. And that was only for maybe 5 minutes. No, maybe like 10 minutes. Other than that, silence. But it's not unlike my life. I am in a lot of silence. And when I'm on these with you, of course, I'm verbose and I have a lot to say. But other than these things, I don't have a lot to say. I'm in silence. And I'm also in silence with what's coming into my mind. The only thing I allow into my mind are the things that I choose. Mentors that I follow, I have a small handful of people that I follow. And very small handful, like maybe 5, 3 to 5. I'd say only one major and maybe 2 or 3 minors, and maybe then there is one more minor. But I'm always calibrating with my body how it feels. If I'm starting to feel stress, I'm starting to feel like I back off. So this is such a practice I want to invite you into. And there was my good friend Clara in Williston, North Dakota. She and I were at lunch at some place, and this waitress came up and she had a tattoo on her arm. It was her left shoulder, and it was this beautiful tattoo of this meadow and a deer, and it said across it, "A woman's heart away from nature grows cold. A woman's heart away from nature grows cold." And I'm really finding that how important it is to be in nature. I cannot wait to go back to this. And, the other thing that was so important about it was I had to endure boredom. I purposely didn't. Hi, Stacy. Hi, my love. So good to see you, darling. I had to endure boredom because I didn't have my normal stuff to keep me hyped up. And this is awesome what you are going to find when you go away in nature is that you will be bored, and you'll have to deal with that and deal with that's when our PTSD starts unraveling, is when we go into boredom, when things are so still that we start to feel like we're going to go out of our fucking minds because it's just like, oh my God, I want something. I want to grab something. That's the time when we run to addictions. And oh God, this is true confessions. I did run to the store and get Cheetos 2 days in a row. because I was eating so pure. I couldn't figure out how to get my camp stove going, so everything was raw. I've got a rainbow happening here. Everything was raw and uncooked and organic. And so I did have to eat Cheetos, though. God, I can't believe I told you guys that. I sort of forgot all about it. But I think that's a healthy balance, honestly. We can't be so pure. I mean, look, we're human. We're in the human experience. So I'm holding my crystal ball. And this is a time when we are anchoring into our bodies and we are healing, healing, healing. If you know anybody who needs this message, would you please tag and share with them? And this is what we do every Friday here on Body Talk Friday with me. A little bit about my background. Come from a lifelong suicidal ideations of depression, lifelong. And I just healed myself 6 years ago from an 18-year addiction of Zoloft. And now I'm completely free. I have emotional freedom. And what emotional freedom means is that you have the freedom to believe in yourself and believe in your power and to go in choice with emotions. And just realize that emotions are like waves. What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with them? Are you going to pay attention to them, or are you going to know the truth about yourself? And so I'm starting a movement called Emotional Freedom Now. And it's all about those of us who are the ultra sensitives taking back our lives and stop bleeding off to everybody else and trying to get everybody else to like us and approve of us, and stay right here centered and balanced within us, so we can claim again the power that we have and our beauty and our absolute gifts to shine and give to the world. So this is my whole deal. And 24 years as a counselor, empowerment coach, educational therapist, TV and radio personality. And now I'm here with you. I live here in Charleston, South Carolina with my family. I don't live with them, but I live 3 miles away. And I get to interact with them almost daily, and it's wonderful. Excuse me. I'm drinking matcha tea, by the way. I've given up coffee because, I figure, even though people say, oh, coffee isn't bad for you, and I used to grow coffee in Kona, Hawaii. I had a Kona coffee plantation. So I love coffee. I love the flavor of coffee. I enjoy it so much. But when you try to stop it, you feel like you're going to die because there's so much toxin coming out of your body. And I'm just feeling like, if it's that toxic to come out of, I'm not having any of it. So, case in point, when I was on my camping trip, 3 days solo in the woods, in the forest, it was not a primitive campsite, not a primitive camp, but my particular site is completely isolated on acres of forest. So it's completely private and away from everybody. And I had no caffeine because I couldn't work my camp stove. I couldn't, and no alcohol. Actually, I did have a can of seltzer that was hard seltzer. And I had such a headache the next day. I just threw the cans away. I was like, I don't even want this. This is not good. My body's telling me no. So it's honoring our bodies. Our bodies are our guide. This is what I really want to reinforce. I'm holding my crystal ball here for you guys. This is what I really want to reinforce. Your body is your guide. Your body is your guide. Your body is your guide. So what I'm drinking is matcha tea now. There's a little bit of caffeine in it. I wish there wasn't, but there is. And I put in a ton of wild raw honey and then a little bit of coconut oil. I think the coconut oil isn't the best, but I haven't gotten coconut milk yet. So this is what I'm enjoying these days, and I just love it. So when we're alone, and I mean alone, and for women especially, it's so challenging because we have to be with our girlfriends, we have to be with our kids, we have to be with our husbands or partners. And it's like, no, we don't. And I want to invite you into a world of no, you don't. You do not have to. I'm inviting you into a place where you go into solitude. It was so deep what happened to me in those 3 days of hiking and then living in my limited camp. It was so amazing to just come back home to yourself. And that's what I'm all about in my practice, is helping women come back home to themselves, women and men, but helping you come back home to yourself. Healing your nervous system, healing your adrenals, relaxing yourself, relaxing that image, letting it go and just being true to you, 100% true to you. This is my whole work. You might want to put this on your calendar. October 26th, this is Saturday, I think. Let me check that date. I'm giving a 3-hour workshop. Hold on. October 26th. A 3-hour workshop that will be televised, live streamed. And I'm going to be sending out information to you on that. And it's kind of formulating. First, we were thinking the title would be something like, I can't really remember right now, but this morning when I woke up, it was coming to me a whole different thing. And it's like returning to you, falling in love with you, the journey back to yourself to heal your, so that you can heal your adrenals, heal your nervous system. If I'm just going to give you a heads up, if we keep going at the pace we're going without stepping off, and it doesn't necessarily mean staying in a nice hotel where we have access to a television. I'm talking nature, where we are communing with the nature spirits, where we are communing with the elves and the fairies and the spirits that be, and looking at the stars at night and just feeling that boredom and living through that boredom. Boredom is the beginning of peace. As we come into that, that's when everything starts to relax and heal. It's enduring the struggle of boredom and coming back home to ourselves. I know that sounds terrible. It's like the worst thing for the Western woman is to feel bored. But it's an invitation to come back home to you and fall back in love with you. So my question to you is, when are you going to fall in love? When are you going to fall in love with nature? When are you going to get in nature alone? It could be even just laying on your lawn in your backyard with no phone, no books, maybe your journal, no distractions. Your kids are off at school, maybe you have a day off and you're just laying in the backyard on the lawn, feeling Mother Earth, feeling your body on Mother Earth. In all honesty, I went skinny dipping. I walked through the forest naked. I was just feeling the connection, the oneness. And it was that private of a spot that I could do that. It was marvelous. It was so marvelous. So what is right now, I want to ask you to choose some nature that you're going to get in today or this weekend. What is some form of nature that you're going to get into today or this weekend? And vow that to yourself, keep this promise to yourself, that you're going to be alone with yourself, with Mother Earth, connecting and loving and appreciating yourself. This is the commitment I would like you to make to yourself. So right now, would you choose something and then drop it in the comments for me? I think for me, I'm going to go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in a while. My commitment to me, and being in nature alone is walking on the beach. And to be away from people, I would have to go very early, like on the beach. Maybe early before other people get there. And by the way, for more of my work, go to 3keys2selflove.com. The number 3, keys like you put in your car, to selflove.com, and get the ebook that has served over 10,000 women now. And it's just wonderful. It chronicles my journey out of suppression into full expression and the things that I learned along the way. So there are 3 distinct keys to self-love, and I go through it in that. So go to 3keys2selflove.com to get that ebook. So let's just take some deep breaths. Deep breath. Again. As you inhale, feel a grounding cord go down to the middle of Mother Earth. And then once you're tethered to Mother Earth, hi Denise, so good to see you, darling. As you feel that grounding cord go down to Mother Earth, just feel her support and her strength and tap into her message for you. What does she have to say to you? What feeling do you get from her? What are you sensing from her? I just get power and strength, and that she's so, hi Anne, and that she's just so happy that I'm here. Ladies, in the beginning, I just want to go back and just tell you a little bit about what I did in the beginning. I talked about being alone in nature, which, as you might know, I was alone in nature for 3 nights with only, I'd say, a total of maybe 15 minutes of talking the whole time. That's all I did in 3 days. And it was amazing to just have that time to decompress and get out of my old identity and be stripped of everything, and to actually travel through boredom, which sounds really scary to us because we're not used to being bored. Hold on. Hi, my darling Anne. So good to see you. So my challenge to you, and I also have a challenge from Monday. I couldn't find the video, but those of you who are on the video on Monday, I gave you a challenge for the week, which I think I'm going to start doing on Mondays, and then check in with it on Fridays and see how you did with the week. But the challenge for Friday was tapping in to hear your inner voice, your inner wisdom. Like, stop going to everything around you but you need silence to do that. You need silence and simplicity to do that. You cannot hear your inner voice if you've got the TV blaring, if you've got even kids running around. Now, I'm not to say that you can't hear it if you have kids running around, but it's all the other distraction. Frankly, if it was just the organic nature of your kids, that would be no thing. But it's the technology mainly that I'm wanting you to get unplugged from. Is this resonating with you? Oh, wow. Yeah, she is thirsty, Denise. She's thirsty for us to pay attention to her. Let's just ask Mother Earth right now what she requires of us today, what we can do for her today. What can we do for you, Mother Earth? And just tap into what she might say to you. She's saying to me to keep believing. If these live streams that I do minister to you, if they help you, would you please tag and share with your friends and comment, because it will get it. The more comments I have, the more it's going to be seen by people. And I had sort of like an existential meltdown on Monday, because I started Fairy Godmother Monday, and then I shared with Your Great Big Life Facebook group, my private Facebook group, which you're invited to join. It's all about being sovereign in your own life, even though you're married and have kids and are grandmas and all that kind of stuff. It's a women's only space where we only do positive things for each other. No jealousy, no competition, no mean girl stuff. It's all this safe place. So I couldn't find it. It disappeared. And I was just so frustrated. How am I going to get my message out? And it just sent me into this whole big doubt thing on Monday, or was it Tuesday? Yeah, it's like, is this all there is? Is this what's going on? I just completely lost it. And then I came back. I came back. But I don't know why I was telling you that. I guess just to be in full disclosure that I fall into these things. So if these are let her love us and us love her, connecting with her and all her creations. We are all connected to everything and everyone. Yes, Denise, and I think about this. It's actually a river birch, this tree. I just found out. This tree that you and I both love here. Denise is in Australia, and we've had much time over Skype, and she and I love this tree that's right outside my window, if you're wondering what we're talking about. But it's not an elm, it's a river birch. And those guys do send up shoots all over the place, right? And it's just like that. We are connected. So here's the thing, as we dive in and love ourselves by being in nature, and put this on your calendar, October 26th, I'm doing a televised live stream workshop on falling back in love with you and the journey to self-love and healing our adrenals and our nervous system so that we can go on to have healthy, long lives that we deserve. So anyway, I'll be sending out information on that, so look for it. Yeah, I know, Denise. I know you love this tree. If these are helpful to you, will you please tag and share with people, and please comment and like, because the more likes and comments and shares I get, the more this is going to be seen. And I just have to trust my heavenly team, my heavenly publicists, my counsel on the other side, all my counsel, to get the word out. But I'm asking for your help too. You know anybody who needs this message, please tag and share. Thank you, Denise. I love you so much. So let's breathe deeply and go inside. So my challenge to you is, how did it go this week? For those of you who are on Fairy Godmother Monday, tapping into hearing your inner voice. How did that go? This is what I'm probably going to be doing on Mondays when we set our one intention for the week, and then I give you a challenge. I'm going to check back in on Fridays, on Body Talk Friday, and just see how that went for you. And yeah, that's why I tell you my shit shows, because even though, I have all these big accolades behind me, I'm still human, and I'm all about emotional freedom now. This is the movement I am creating, is emotional freedom now, especially for us ultra sensitives. It's what I used to call earth angels, but that still felt victim-y to me, like martyrish. And so I dropped earth angels, and then it was I can't remember what other thing I had. I guess it was just earth angels before. Ultra sensitives, because I think that's us. We're ultra sensitive. Some people call us empaths. I tend to get away from all the words that everyone else is using. I guess it's just the rebel in me. But we pick up on everybody else's energy. And I just heard the most amazing definition of fear. And it was, fear is really darknesses. We're picking up on darknesses fear of us, because we are so powerful, because we are the light. I want you to just let that sink in. We are the light. We are the light bearers. And I want to bring you back to your light bearer status. I want to bring you back to your full power. And as you feel everybody else's energy around you, it's not yours. It's not you. It's not you. You are just bringing it in. You are just resonating with it. So it's protecting ourselves, severing cords several times a day. These white light swords that are severing cords, the love will remain, but we're getting out of codependency. We're being sovereign in who we are, and saying no to all the stuff that is just bullshit. Staying clear, keeping our energy high and clear, which means staying right in alignment with ourselves. Is this resonating with you guys? Drop in the comments if this is resonating and what this is saying to you, and what you're now going to do with this. And this is the message that I bring to you while we're healing your adrenals, while we're here healing your nervous system, so that you can thrive in your life. Okay? Thrive in your life. Absolutely thrive in your life. You deserve to thrive. You deserve to have fun. You deserve to expand. You deserve to feel happy every day. Never underestimate how huge our light shines. It's huge, yes. And all of us are doing it in our little way. But my challenge to all of us, including myself, is, where are we being small? Where are we stepping back to accommodate other people? Where are we dimming ourselves where it's not appropriate? Now, sometimes it is appropriate, because we might want someone else to shine, but not in a humble way. And I mean humble meaning everyone else is better than you. That's what I mean. We're not that. We have been that in our lifetimes, and it's over. That chapter is over. I'm going to hold this so I remember to draw a card. Okay, so let's. Now, we've been communing with Mother Earth this whole time, because your grounding cord is with her. Come on back up. Bring the nourishment and the strength from Mother Earth. Yeah. Oh, that's why I told you that story about my shit show on Tuesday. Was she said, keep believing. That was her message to me. Keep believing. And that gives her strength, by me keeping believing in my message and doing my soul's work. Pretty neat, huh? So all the way up to the bottoms of your feet, I want you to just see white light channels coming up your feet, up your legs, up, 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 up. It's just purifying every of your 60 trillion cells as we come up. Let's stop at, well, if there's a part of your body that hurts, I want you to just stop and put your hand on it and see what it's saying to you. Oh man, that's interesting. I've had this thing on my foot, and it just said instantly, just let go and trust. Interesting. Okay. I see myself surrendering, floating on my back in the stream of well-being. There's nothing but the stream of well-being, ladies. Nothing but the stream of well-being. So, what is your commitment to being alone in nature this weekend? Being alone in nature this week. It can be just laying on your lawn, it can be going out and putting your arms around your tree, but being away from other people's energy. That means away from technology, away from media, away from other people, so that you can be this clear transmitter of everything that nature wants to share with you. You can still hear it if you're in technology and around other people. I'm not saying you can't, but it can just be so much more clear if you just tune into your own heart without all those distractions. So that's my invitation. So what is your commitment this weekend? What is your body telling you that it needs from you to commit to nature, to commit to your time alone, to move through boredom, to not need to be entertained, to move through boredom, to sit in boredom like I did for almost a full day. I sat in boredom until it moved through me. Trying to get this to move down. I see you have some more comments. Understanding our triggers. Yes, Denise. Triggers and fears, then gathering the tools to cut through it. Like you say, severing the ties of anything that doesn't serve our ultimate well-being. Absolutely. That can be people. And if you sever from them, you sever with love, but you have no obligation to stay connected to people who are not serving your purpose. Funny, I've had a stressful week and nature has got me through it. Oh, that's wonderful, Denise. You are really an earth mother. You really are, darling. So I want to stop and focus on your pelvic floor, on your whole hip area, that whole region, the first and second chakras. Let's just go there, just touch your hips. Let's maybe just even stand up and move our hips. Stand up and move our hips, move our hips, move our hips, move our hips. When we move our hips in a big circle, we're actually declaring to the world, I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. You don't own me. It's a good thing to say to your family too. Your family and your partner, they don't own you. Nobody owns you. You own yourself, period. You are sovereign. I never got bored of the silence. That's wonderful. I had 3 days of it. And so there was and all it is, all that boredom is, and then the time it takes to go through it is our nervous system starting to calm down. Our nervous system is used to going, I'm bored. And then we run and we find something to take care of it, which is where our addictions happen. Shopaholism, sex, nothing wrong with these things, but we can do them to excess to cover up our real feelings. And that's what I'm coming to you with, is being open to your real feelings and letting that junk move. And that's honestly what the first and second chakras do, is they process all the junk and then eliminate it. And they also create, right? So let's just send love and white light to our pelvic floor, to our sexual organs, to our sacral bone, to our hip bones. This amazing body where the bones will actually open up when we're about to deliver a baby. Is that crazy? Our whole pelvis opens up. Our bones actually move so we can let this baby come out of our birth canal. Our body is so amazing. So just lots of love, white light love, to this whole area, and then down below to our legs, all the way down to our feet. White light love. This is what carries us forward. Whew. My entire invitation to you is to tune into your inner being, tune into your inner self, tune into your inner being. Denise, I just want to say how great it is to have you here with me this morning. And by the way, I'm not drinking coffee again, and I'm drinking matcha tea now with a ton of raw wild honey and um, a little spoonful of coconut oil. It's wonderful. You drink. You drink. Okay, on up through our guts, our lower intestines, our small intestines, our liver, our kidneys, our adrenals. Send love to your adrenals, all the way up. White light love, all the way up, all the way up. Your lungs, your stomach, your esophagus, your appendix, your ileum, all the way up, all the way up your heart, your blood vessels, your beautiful heart. Stop at your heart and just put your hands on your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe in, I want you to breathe down white light from above. Your stomach gets really big. As you breathe out, it goes down to Mother Earth. And breathe in, big belly, and then exhale up to white light source to the top of your head. And then exhale, down big belly, down into Mother Earth. And then inhale, big belly, back up to source and white light. Feel your connection. We are the transmitter. God needs us. The angels need us because we're the ones with the body. And they won't do a damn thing unless we invoke them. So let's invoke our angels, our heavenly team, to guide us, to help us today, that we don't carry all of that on ourselves. Let's let go of all that burden of carrying it ourselves. Let's just get rid of it. Let's just hand it over to our heavenly team, and let's invoke our heavenly team now. Love, 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 love. Healing to our hearts. Can you just feel your body decompressing and settling in? Can you just feel the healing energy? Just let it settle in. Let it settle in. Let it settle in. This is your power, is in stillness and in solitude, in completely cutting yourself off from the outside world at times in your day and on a regular basis to keep your energy clear so you can really tap into who you are and your own inner wisdom. Okay? Then up to your throat chakra. What is it that you want to say? What is it that you want to communicate? There's this weird sound happening in my throat. What is it that you want to say? What is it that's dying to come out of you? What is that thing? Hi, Dee Dee. Good to see you, darling. Hi, Crazy for Soul. Nice that you're here. What is it that you want to communicate? Let's just send love and white light to this area. When you're in the middle of saying something and you're coughing, that's something that needs to clear. When I did my last workshop, I had so much fear and trepidation because of Guinevere walking to her burning. I watched Camelot, and the scene of Guinevere walking to her burning, it just shuddered me to my very depths. And hi, love. Thank you so much, Crazy for Soul. I appreciate that comment. And if this serves you, would you please like and comment so that other people can find this space? This is one of the most healing spaces on the planet. When I tap into my energy, it's just heal and flow, and taps you right into like untangling your nervous system and untangling your adrenals so you can completely relax and come into your fullness. So as you like and comment, other people will find this space. So I really appreciate your help in that. Yeah, so I was so shaken by Guinevere walking to her steak burning, which of course reminded me of my own steak burnings or something. I don't know. Um, then my throat, I couldn't speak. There was something going on with my throat for like 3 days. This was just before I was going to be doing my workshop. So there was something in me, like speaking in my power. And those of you who know me, I've spoken in my power so much, but something about this new way of working, stepping into this new way of working, not being a service provider, but being a presence. I am a presence here to uplift millions. I'm not a service provider. I'm an artist. I'm a visionary. I'm somebody who simply paints with my soul every day. I follow my spirit. I follow my intuition. And that's what I invite you into too, because that's who you are also. So interesting when we tap in with our throat, our communication center, our communication chakra, what might be coming up. And now let's go up to our face. Feel your face bones. Feel your face bones. Let's just put our hands over our eyes that we may see clearly. That we may see clearly what Source sees. And over our ears, that we may hear clearly what Source hears and wants us to hear. And then up to, in our mouth, that we may only speak what Source wants us to speak. That's it. What was so profound in that 3 days, I only spoke 15 minutes. Was I found out that I don't have a lot to say. I have a lot to say when I'm on these live streams, but other than these live streams, I'm silent. When I pick up my grandkids from school, I talk to them a little bit. Mostly I listen, but I don't have a lot to say. I have a lot of silence to be in and steep in. And I'm wondering how that resonates with you. Would you drop in the comment that's resonating for you and what that's speaking to you? I'd be very curious to hear. So up into your third eye, put your hand on your third eye. And you know the third eye actually has rods and cones in it, just like our eyeballs. Let's activate our third eye. When we eat junk food, when we eat refined carbohydrates, when we eat sugar and mainstream food, we're actually doing it on purpose to numb this so that we don't see. I want you to just take that in. And the journey out is to, one of the journeys out is to clean up your diet. And I'm not saying being a purist, okay? Like I was a purist pretty much on my weekend, my 3 days, my 3 nights in the forest alone. But I also drove to the store and got Cheetos because I couldn't. It's like it doesn't resonate to be completely pure for me anyway. I have to mess it up because I don't want to be completely pure. I don't. So, those, but if you're mostly cleaning up, spirulina is really good for cleaning off the third eye boogers. My friend Sarah Wayne says that. What are we seeing? And being open to it. This is when we get our big visions that we sometimes wish would go away, but they don't. and they haunt us for the rest of our lives, the vision that we see for ourselves, and then we get frustrated because it's not happening. This is such familiar territory to me. So all the way up, all the way up in the crown chakra. So let's just feel this white light coming up all the way from the bottoms of our feet, all the way up to the top of our head, then up to source energy. And ask source energy, what message? What message? On Mondays, Fairy Godmother Monday, I take you into the quantum field. These are the two planes that I work on, the astral plane and the quantum plane. So on Mondays, for Fairy Godmother Monday, I take you into the quantum field where we actually feel and experience what it is that we want to create in the world. But let's just do that right now. I just got this really big desire to do that. Let's just feel what we want to create in the world as if it's happening now. Oh, God. It just feels so good. It's like an orgasm. Just feel it, feel it, feel it. And I would imagine if you're tuning into this, you also work in the astral and the quantum plane. I work in the physical plane and the plants and the elements and all that too. But mainly I work in the astral, which is the angelic realm, and then the quantum realm. So let's just feel the feeling of what it is you are creating in the world, the feeling of being in that vision, that great big vision for your great big life that you can't get rid of, even though you wish you could. Just feel it, just bask in it, bask in it, bask in it. Have the courage to feel it again. The courage to feel it again. Yes, my love. The courage to feel it again, to step into that stream. These live streams are filled with frequencies of healing and unraveling the nervous system and healing the adrenals and bringing you back to a place of peace and calm. That's what happens more than these words, is just the frequency that comes through. For your healing, for your calming down, it's so wonderful. So I thank you so much for showing up, because as you heal your nervous system, as you get addicted to this feeling, your children learn it, your husbands learn it, your partners learn it, your extended families learn it. You start to ripple out all throughout the world, and we will help others be wise enough to turn off their technology several times a day, to unplug, to come back to that whole white light. Just see a beam of white light just binging down from the center of your head all the way down to the middle of Mother Earth. Okay. Well, I'm so excited. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm hiring a weight trainer. I'm so excited. I'm going to build muscle mass. Okay. So what is your commitment to yourself for this weekend? How are you going to be in nature? Drop it in the comments. My commitment to myself is to be alone with myself. Having a sleepover with my grandsons on Saturday night, but other than that, I love my solitude. I really do. Although I do have a man I have a crush on right now. Okay, I'm drawing a card from Rebecca Campbell. Work Your Light. Beautiful woman. So interesting. As I've pulled these out lately, it's the bottom card that's resonating. It says, don't dim to fit in. I think that's appropriate for today. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So I'm going to read that one and then just see if there's another card for us. But let's see what that has for us. Page 48. Almost turned to it, just one page away. Don't dim your light to accommodate someone else's smallness. Your partner, big. I just got this hit that so many of us are doing that. We dim because our partners are small, or our partners don't. We match their frequency. No, you rise up so that they will match your frequency. We are all born to shine big and bright. The universe is expanding and you are part of the universe. So expanding is part of your nature. Wow. If someone makes you want to retract, notice and slowly back away. They are not for you and you are not for them. Better yet, find it within yourself to expand and shine your light anyway. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. Flowers don't open and close according to who is walking by. Fuck! Yes! They open and show their beauty regardless. Wow, they even open and show their beauty if someone is going to pick them. They open and show their beauty even if there's a lawnmower coming by. They don't close up from fear. Wow. If others don't want to be around you or you make them uncomfortable, you make them uncomfortable. Do you hear that? You make them uncomfortable. It's because you are shining light on the that they are dimming to fit in. By choosing to shine bright, you may just inspire them to turn on their light too. Or not, keep your light on anyway. Wow. All relationships are essentially an energetic agreement. The moment one person decides to start rising up and allowing their light to shine, it changes the energetic agreement and can create some waves. This is completely normal. Does this resonate with your life? Do you have a partner that as you shine your light, they get uncomfortable and might even put you down? This is why it's been so wonderful for me to be single for the last 6 years. It's been amazing to just clean out all that codependency and to really find myself without a man has been so powerful. And something I've got to say I have not been that successful at in the past. So it's been just a wonderful time of resetting myself. So does this resonate with you that sometimes you you set off your partner or your loved ones because you're shining your light? So you just let them have their deal and you just go on shining. It changes the energetic agreement and can cause some waves. That's completely normal. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energy. Others won't because they are likely born under the proviso of I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. Oh, have we ever experienced that? I will love you if you don't shine brighter than me. See, I need someone, and I haven't found that person who doesn't make me want to walk all over them, who lets me be like the center of attention. It's because I'm the center of attention. I really am. You get me in front of a camera, I shine, right? But I can't be with someone who is threatened by that or wants to share the stage with me. I mean, sharing the stage is one thing, but not outshining me. And I've been with people who have wanted to outshine me. It's never served me well, and I'm just so thankful for this phase in my life where I don't have anyone doing that to me. It's so liberating. So have you experienced this where you have been with somebody who's been threatened by you shining? And then have you dimmed yourself or put yourself down or believed their propaganda about you? And I'd love to hear that in the comments. The relationships that are meant to last will adapt to the change in energies. Others won't because they were likely born, other relationships are born under the proviso of, I love you as long as you don't shine brighter than me. That's okay. Not all people are meant to be in your life forever. So cut them off. Sever the cords several times a day with white light swords so that the love remains, but you're sovereign. You are sovereign. You don't own me. Nobody owns you, not even your children. You're there to be of service to them, but not to the point of doing for them what they can do for themselves. I was a parent mentor for years, and this was one of my big soapboxes. Hi, Mary. Good morning, love. One of my big soapboxes was, don't enable your families. This is why you complain that you don't have time for yourself, is because you've trained your family that you're going to clean up their messes for them. Don't do that. That doesn't mean that we don't help our family when they need help. That's what families are for. But to be the person that does the laundry and does all the cooking, it's like, get your family together on Sundays, decide the menu, make a shopping list together. As a family, you go to the grocery store, you take a fourth of the list, give it to each person, they gather up all the stuff. I mean, it can be fun. And then you cook together, you make meals in advance on Sundays. I'm so into this. It's called the family team. It's revolutionary. Don't take it all on yourself. No, it's a family affair. If you have a garden to fix, all of you do it. Everybody does it together, and you will be surprised. There might be some flack in the beginning, but in time, everyone will be on board because they will love the feeling of being with the family. Okay, but the lessons they teach us can still live on. How are you? Work your light inquiry. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I don't know if you saw this, Mary. Don't dim to fit in. So the theme today was being in silence and stillness several times a day. Make it a priority. Make it a priority. Make it a priority. And when will you get alone in nature this weekend? Alone, I mean, without your phone, without technology, without another person, maybe even without your dog. So because you have energy, where you're just in your own energy and work through the boredom and the stir craziness and, oh my God, something's wrong because I feel bored. That's our nervous system starting to untangle. This is so vital, friends. Okay, loves, I think that's it. Let me just tap in. Just going to take us through the severing process right now. So I want you to just, you're still tapped to Mother Earth, but in case you weren't with us in the beginning, let's tap to Mother Earth. So you're there. Okay, just feel yourself tethered with a white light tethering all the way down to Mother Earth, and then a white light tether all the way up to source energy. So you're completely tapped and you're completely in line. Okay, you're like the thing that's plugged into the top and the bottom is your body. Okay, and now just see yourself this counterclockwise spin of light through every cell of your body to throw out everything that's not serving you. Out, 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 out. Gone. And then see yourself. Let's see white light swords that are just going all around your body, just severing every cord, even the people you love that are good. Just severing the cords, 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 severing the cords. White light swords, where it just cuts off their energy. We're releasing all codependence, um, releasing all codependence, and all the love stays, but we're releasing all codependence. As ultra sensitives, this is our operating system, codependency. I'm inviting us into a bigger place of being healed of that while using our love to be powerful. So severing all those cords, and then see yourself covered in white. Oh, does that feel good? White light, then pink light, and then shimmering gold light all the way around your body. From the top of your head, you're like in an egg. Okay? Well, I love you. Thank you for joining me. Please, thank you, love, Crazy for Soul. Please comment, please share, please like, please tag, so that this space gets more widely seen. Facebook goes, oh, people like this, so we're going to share it with other people. This space is one of the most healing spaces, and I'm not just saying that because I'm doing it. Actually, I wouldn't say that I'm doing it. I would say that Source Energy is doing it through me. This healing, calming energy to unravel the knots in your stomach, unravel the knots in your back, in your muscles, to just bring everything into peace and alignment so that your light can shine. The doubt disappears in this space, ladies. I'm all about emotional freedom now. And put October 26th on your calendar. There'll be more coming out on this. I'm doing a workshop, a live stream workshop, something along the lines of falling in love with yourself and the journey to self-love, so that we can really heal our bodies and heal our nervous systems, so that our lights can really shine. So it's going to be a 3-hour workshop over Zoom that I'm doing at Bliss Spiritual Co-op in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, live. And I'm inviting you guys into it through Zoom. So details will be coming, and I love you. Keep your commitment to yourself, and I will see you on Monday for Fairy Godmother Monday. Thank you for liking and sharing and helping me spread the word. Shine your light.